Halfway point of the work week. Let's get some design tips with the green thumb. Here's Don.
Well, you know, and surprisingly, you don't actually need a green thumb to be able to incorporate this kind of design. We're here at LOUNGEWORKS studio, just a couple of blocks from the station. Greenscape design and decor. You've got great options, whether people want an outdoor wedding or perhaps they just want some privacy. You must get that complaint a lot, especially in downtown Vancouver at the condos.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a big, it's a great concern. The people want either privacy or they have, you know, with all the glass, they want a little green to their space.
Excellent. So you've got a great item here that people can pick up at your store. They can incorporate that themselves. So what exactly is this?
So this is just artificial boxwood. So at Greenscape, fake's not a dirty word. We think fake is better sometimes. So it's a flexible plastic mat that you can use you can staple it to any sort of existing frame or wall that you might have. So if you have a wooden wall, you can just easily staple it. If you have an existing patio that's got sort of a metal structure, you can just zap strap it to it. They all clip together to make, you know, a nice bigger pieces, walls. You can wrap it around round shapes. So it's really quite a flexible material.
So you've got a wall here, and of course you can make them for people as well, but
Absolutely.
People can pick up the material. So when you look at something like this would be great on someone's deck, I guess, would be.
Yeah, a deck, a patio. You can use it as a divider wall, or you can use it to sort of create different spaces.
So an average cost for something like this?
Something like this would run around $300. And then if you do a custom wall, you're looking at around $25 for a square foot for UV inherent material that goes outside that will last up to 7 to 10 years, depending on the weather. Or you can get a more inexpensive option that would be around $10 for indoor.
Excellent, and you don't have to water it. By the way, a lot of the creations here from Greenworks Design and Decor is available for viewing here at LOUNGEWORKS Studio until June 6th. For more details on Greenscape, you can go to greenscapedecor.com.
Don't have to water it? Sign me up.
Right? It's not exactly a green thumb over
That's
here.
That's a manscape decor right there. Nice and easy.
Beautiful.
And we are here at LOUNGEWORKS, where actually the works of Greenscape Design and Decor here until June 6th. And before, in the last segment, we talked, Melissa, a little bit about how you can use these types of pieces to make an artificial green wall. But now we're going to incorporate some color. So first off, you're an expert. Any rules when it comes to color?
I think some people would say maybe there are some rules, but I don't really think so. For me, I like to bring a little bit of whatever's indoors, outdoors onto my patio. So, you know, I just pick out things that I like and throw them in my wall, and here you go.
So we got an artificial wall, and we're incorporating living things, including things like herbs.
That's right. Everybody needs a bit of mint for their mojitos in the summertime. And you can actually just take a pair of wire snippers, and you can cut a little D-shaped you know, cut out here. Yeah. And I always keep these grow pots in, and then I can just go to the grocery store and buy my fresh herbs and pop them in, and there you go. It keeps them up off the ground, and they look great.
And you've got some other nice, beautiful flowers as well. So you really can let you go see something you like, throw it in.
Absolutely. I'm really drawn to scent. So for me, having a little something that smells nice on my patio is really lovely.
And then you can incorporate other artificial elements, right?
That's right. Some artificials, easy to put in. They don't need any maintenance. You just pop them in, and there you go.
Now, how do you care for this, though? Because obviously you've got living elements against the artificial wall. Do you have to take the flowers out?
No, not at all. This is plastic and wire, and it can totally withstand a little bit of water. So you just get your nice gooseneck watering can and give them a little sprinkle, or leave them out in the rain, no problem. And yeah, they'll do just great.
Excellent. Well, you can pick up whatever supplies you may need at Greenworks. Of course, they can also design something like this for you, Michelle. And if you want to just see a little bit about what they're doing, again, their work's on display at LOUNGEWORKS until June 6th. Just a couple of blocks from the studio, where Greenscape has a lot of their ideas on display until June 6th. And you know, Melissa, a lot of people probably go, oh, I love that idea about the artificial wall. I love those ideas, but I don't have the floor space to put it down. So you have great options for people that have limited floor space.
Absolutely. I know for me, it's all about getting it up off the floor as well. And we love to get things up where people can see them too. It's right in your line of sight. And so
this is a great option.
Put it on the wall.
Yeah, and a great do-it-yourself option. So tell us what you have here. First of all, is this one of those hanging baskets or whatever? Or?
This is actually just a reclaimed picture frame.
Oh, okay.
I think it held a mirror at one time, actually, and we just attached on the back in a simple wooden frame a nice thick piece of foam, and that's all you need to attach We have moss at the bottom here, and then a variety of succulents.
So obviously we're using artificial pieces right now. So you've
That's
got
right.
some right here. Where would you get some of these types of pieces?
Oh, you can get these from a florist or a craft store, absolutely. Or you can get them from us as well. We have access to some really amazing ones that you would just never know that they're not real.
And how do you put them in?
They all come on a little pick like this, and that foam is just the perfect receptacle. You just push it in there and it'll stay nice and snug.
Now there are options. If you wanted to put something living in there, obviously you can't water it with this particular thing, but you could still.
There are always ways to get something living in there. You could put some cut flowers in a little watering receptacle like this and just put these in. That's great if you're having a special occasion or a party and you want to have some fresh blooms in there for a little while. Or if you want to build a living wall, there are options as well where you can have a wall-mounted system with irrigation and dirt and everything to keep your plants alive and growing.
Wonderful. For more details on Greenscape, you can check out their website, greenscapedecor.com. And Michelle, of course, again, their pieces are on display here at LoungeWorks until June 6th. When it comes to, I guess, some of your personal decor, we've talked about artificial walls, adding living elements, and now we're talking more about special events, perhaps weddings. Natasha, this must be a very busy time of year for you.
It certainly is. Summer is definitely busy for weddings. We also do fundraisers, galas, and work with film and TV, so it's a busy time for sure.
So we're still dealing with a green wall. What do we have here?
Yeah, here we have the same boxwood wall, but we've embellished it with additional greenery. You can do this with artificial or fake. Obviously, we've added in some flowers, so you can really customize your wall to what you want.
Excellent. So artificial or real is an option because you can definitely water it. Now, what kinds of things could you incorporate as well to sort of freshen it up?
So we like to always add in flowers to freshen it up, especially for weddings. You know, brides have their flower of choice, their color of choice. You can put in a monogram and customize it that way if it's going in behind a head table, for example. So yeah, there's many ways to add to the original boxwood wall, crystals, things like that too.
And what's great is that you've showed us that people can do this at home. You do have the supplies there at Greenscape. You also do consultations. What kinds of things should people budget? If they were to do a wall, something like this, what kind of budget should they be looking at?
A panel like this would probably start at least $400 to $500. Now, depending on the type of flowers you want to add in, especially real, it would be depending on the season and the density of the flowers that you want in. So that really is quite, you need to come in for a consultation and we'll tell you.
Wonderful. For more details on Greenscape, you can go to greenscapedecor.com. And by the way, their works, their inspiration on display here at LoungeWorks, 130 West 4th until June 6th.